Привет из Дубая. С вами передача «ГолубьМира», где разбираем крутые навыки. Спрашиваем на английском, отвечаем на русском. Подтягивайте язык или смотрите перевод в тайм-кодах. Let's talk about elite theory and let's start with the definition.
Elite theory, this is a very long question which was asked by Greeks, by Romans, and other peoples. And there are several ways how to understand it and how to manage it. We have a power, government power. Who would be the best ruler? Maybe this about warriors, maybe this about philosophists, maybe this about some scientists, maybe this about aristocracy, or maybe this is about democracy. No one knows, but there were written a lot of articles about this and a lot of books, and each author has his own thoughts about it, and we'll talk in this further.
And in terms of the fundamentals and the key principles of elite theory, what are they?
First, not too many people could be used for government issues. If everyone will try to rule, no one will work on the ground, no one will guide the people, no one will drive the cars. So not too many people are involved in the administration of the state or territory or some other piece of land. Second, these people should be maybe selected, maybe approved, maybe they should have a right from the God, from the king, from the people, and they should have a program which will implemented in short period of time. And then they have, or we have, several choices to make them rule us again, to change them, or to replace the whole mechanism of government controlling.
And actually, when you were giving the definition or even the fundamentals of the thing, I have a couple of questions that were raised immediately. So, for example, at a certain point of time of the history, there were barbarians who actually took over a government or the monarchy at a certain point of time and actually became a ruler. So, second thing, and again, this is the reference to one of the another skills. You're saying that sometimes when you have a person A, they would be hiring A, but when you have B, they will be trying to employ C. So it's also might be applying to the barbarians who acquired the power and they at least they want to get someone who is at least lower than them. So how the elite of the theory might be handling those cases, or maybe it's not, it's out of the scope of this theory.
No, it's very close. This is not included usually, but the question is quite good, and let's talk about it. When we talk about barbarians, by the way, why they were called barbarians? Because Romans didn't understand their language, and they were listening. It was sound like barbar, so they called them barbarians. And yes, they were alpha-minded. So if you are a great warrior, you will have a lot of victories. You will rule the tribe. You will rule the small army. But Romans, they were trying to expand and to extend their law on the huge territories, and this was a mistake. Not too many people were used to guard the towns, to guard the cities, to guard the lands, to guard the fields. So barbarians were easy to hide, and they were small. And it's like a small mouse which was attacked by elephant. One elephant could stand, for example, 10 mouses, but if there would be like 10,000 mouses, even elephant would run, because small pieces, small bites will accumulate like a huge wound.
In terms of the application of the theory of the elites, so what are the levels of understanding and applying it in real life?
First level, we want to know that our rulers are best people, best mind people. So maybe they could be philosophers, or maybe they could be scientists. But these people are not practical, and some of them, their thoughts, and some of them are thinking in a very easy way. They do not understand how society works. For example, they will put all people out of jail. And they forgive them, but these people will make crime again. What to do in second, third, or even 10th time? Second, let's take our rulers as warriors. They could fight with enemies, and they are brave. But how will they behave with our citizens? Will they fight with our fathers and mothers? Yes, they will. They will kill because if they are right, they have nothing to do, just kill people. So they would be not happy to lose our relatives. And the second or third way is when we will give power to aristocrats. They have enough money and we think that they will not steal. But in just opposite, people who earn money, who has family treasures, they have too many time to think how to increase it, and they will suck all juices from the people, and this is also terrible things. So it was like a saying, there are a lot of way how to rule people, and maybe democracy worst of them, but nothing more более хорошее not found yet.
So it seems like, yeah, it's a lot of alternatives when it comes to the theory, but not a lot of the positive ones. So when it comes to the usage of the theory or applying certain principles of it, what are the common mistakes people make when they're trying to use or interpret, or maybe even to, try to understand how it works?
There is a saying among the people that any taxi driver know how to rule the country. And when you look at small things, you will think that you could make this better. But if you will be having a chair of a major, for example, you will certainly understand that there are like 200 or 300 things and decisions you should make every day. And this is too much to be the same person on the chair who takes so many decisions. So it should be well prepared people. And if you just start to drive the car and suddenly you will go to the ruler, you will not able to manage this. But if you, for example, was managing small plant or small factory, maybe you will be succeed in some kind of cases. But who will be the best ruler? Nobody knows. Yes, there are several ways we have already discussed. Maybe the scientists, maybe the aristocrats, but what is no doubt, the person who are used to make decisions would be the better ruler than just ordinary people from the streets.
In terms of the future of this skill, of this theory, are there any foreseeable improvements in terms of, for example, maybe it will be another dimension that will be added to this theories for people to understand like how exactly governing other folks might be done in a more efficient way, or in opposite, people might come up with something that it should be not even proceeded in order to make the other people happy. So what is the future of the development of this theory itself and possible applications?
The best dimension which was used before our century, it was bureaucracy. Everything goes very smooth, but very long time. And if you will see, for example, for Germany, everything work as a mechanism of the clock. And in the right term, you will get the right decision. If you have all the papers, you will be succeed. If you have something lost, you definitely will be rejected. Another dimension which will appear maybe in 5 or 10 years, this is artificial intellect, and several percent of decisions will be made by the machines. Maybe some people would be happy because it will equalize their rights, but who knows, there are also possible some mistakes which would be corrected, but not many people will have a benefit from it.
And last question will be how knowing about the elite theory could help to make this world a better place.
If you don't know elite theory, you think that you will be the best ruler because you understand everything. A lot of people who are drinking at the kitchen some vodka or some agon, they think that they could make everything in their life much better. But suddenly they realize if they know someone from the elite that not too many resources we have, lack of budget. This is a common situation for any small town or any small region. Yes, when we talk about capital, there are unlimited resources and everything could be replaced, painted, moved, and scratched. But in real life, a lot of people, but not too many resources. And we will try to divide the lack of resources. For anyone, we will see that demands will be covered like just for 70%, which is not enough.
Познавайте и становитесь скромнее. А мы рассмотрели навык теория элит и чем он полезен именно вам. Всем мира!